If Donald Trump becomes a 2024 GOP nominee, some analysts believe Kamala Harris could have a strong chance of winning the presidency. Trump remains a polarizing figure, and his potential nomination could mobilize both his base and those opposed to his leadership. Harris, as the Democratic candidate, would likely emphasize issues like healthcare, the economy, and restoring trust in democratic institutions, appealing to voters wary of Trump's return to office. However, given the deep divisions in the electorate, the race would still be highly competitive, particularly in key swing states. Governor Chris Sununu, a Republican from New Hampshire, has predicted that Vice President Kamala Harris would become the next president of the United States should former President Donald Trump win the Republican Party's 2024 nomination. Sununu, an avid critic of the former president, offered his prediction in the case of a rematch between him and President Joe Biden come November, and that Biden's potential re-election would pave the way for Harris to become commander-in-chief. The New Hampshire governor's prediction comes in the wake of the report from special counsel Robert Hur, which stated that Biden struggled to properly remember key dates that took place in his life, with some Republicans arguing the report calls for Biden's resignation via the 25th Amendment. In the Republican Party's 2024 primary race, Sununu has advocated for former United Nations Ambassador Nikki Haley, campaigning for her in his state in last month's primary election. While Trump bested Haley in New Hampshire, the governor argued that the first states to host primaries and caucuses are meant to filter the primary field to a two-person contest, which is now the case with Trump and Haley remaining in the race. Sununu added that he believes Haley will perform well in her home state of South Carolina, which is holding its primary on Saturday. He also argued that Haley would trounce Biden if she won her party's nomination, while the November election would be a nail-biter if Trump secured the nomination. Trump has so far both won the Iowa caucuses and the New Hampshire primary held last month, indicating that the former president still has strong support within the Republican Party despite leaving the White House in 2021. Last month, 3 Republican candidates in the state's 2024 primary, including former Governor Chris Christie from New Jersey, billionaire Vivek Ramaswamy, and Governor Ron DeSantis from Florida, all suspended their presidential campaigns, with the latter two endorsing Trump. Ahead of Saturday's primary, a recent survey from Winthrop University showed almost 65% of likely South Carolina primary voters said they're more likely to support Trump, while under 29% said they would support Haley. The outcome remains uncertain, with much depending on voter turnout and campaign strategies.